Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest issue of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer magazine. Now, as per usual with all these videos though, if you like them, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, drop me a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys. It goes a massive way to helping out the channel too. Now, this week we're on issue number 24 of Stormbringer magazine, and we finally get our introduction to the Gloomspite Gits. So, if you are unaware, the Gloomspite Gits are the goblins of the mortal realms. They are the small cousins, essentially, of the Aurochs and the Auroch war tribes, but the Gloomspite Gits don't just stop there, and we'll go into that in a moment. Now, to introduce us to the Gloomspite Gits, we do get a mini, of course. We get our Loon Boss, our first Gobbo mini. Pretty cool. I am looking forward to getting going with this guy. It could be really good fun. You can get some really good paint jobs, and I've seen some really cool ones, especially doing things with some gnarly little paint jobs with the mushrooms and stuff like that. So this is a genuinely super cool mini to have, and I'm looking forward to getting more of them because they're a little bit fun, and I've not actually gone down the Gloomspite Gits route before, so really looking forward to that. Anyway, into the issue we go. So first off, we are of course greeted by the Gloomspite Gits. So the vicious Gloomspite Gits rule the caves of the mortal realms. When the bad moon rises, they attack the surface in screeching hordes. The Gloomspite Gits are a vast conglomeration of cave-dwelling grots, troggoths and other subterranean beasts. Grots are cunning, vicious little creatures who love to fight just as much as their Auroch cousins. United into fanatical hordes under ragged banners of the Gloomspite Gits, grots are capable of carnage rivaling that caused by any Auroch, Ogre or Gargant. These fungus-addled warriors are aided by other vile creatures from beneath the realms, such as giant spiders, nigh indestructible troggoths, and hordes of hungry squigs. Now, I am going to stop right there and apologise if you can hear any background noise. My neighbours have decided that they're going to redo their fence, so yeah, they're being real noisy today. So it's a bit unavoidable. They've been like it all day. Anyway, moving on. So as you can see, the Gloomspite Gits obviously comprise of squigs, good old giant spiders, troggoths, and goblins. The goblins generally tend to lead, because they're a little bit more intelligent, and the others just come along for the ride and love smashing stuff and causing damage and being a bit of pain in the backside. But really good information and pretty cool as well, so it's really good stuff. And you get some really nice artwork as well, which always looks really good fun. On the other page though, you get information about the bad moon and moon-given madness, and we will go through more of that as the issues go, I imagine, and find out more about the craziness that comes along with the Gloomspite Gits, so that'll be really cool. Then we go forward, we move into the Grand Alliance of Chaos. So, the armies of Chaos are vast, powerful, and as varied as the dark gods they serve. Every warrior of the Grand Alliance fights to bring annihilation to the mortal realms, and glory to the pantheon of Chaos. From ironclad hordes of mortal killers, to swarms of mutants and unearthly legions of demons. So, the Grand Alliance of Chaos comprises of 5 main armies. So you have, obviously, Khorne, who follow the god of Khorne. You have the followers of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. You have the follower of Slaanesh, and you have the followers of Nurgle. With that though, you do also have Beastmen, and you have Skaven. So technically 6 main factions. The Beastmen can be added to generally pretty much every other army. Skaven generally don't though. Skaven tend to stand on their own, out the way, and do their own thing. But Skaven uses chaos magic, and they kind of in a roundabout way support every version of Chaos God. So there are Grey Seers who are very proficient in magic. There are the clans of the Eshin clan who use kind of more stealthy tactics. There are the more brutal good old Skaven clans. And then there are also the followers of Nurgle, who don't necessarily follow Nurgle, but they do support the Blade God, and they all kind of desire to be honoured by the Horned Rat. So, bit of information there for you about Skaven, but they're always really, really fun. We do get information about them all here, so you obviously everything I've just mentioned. So the Great Horned Rat, Slaanesh, Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Khorne. So if you want to know about a bit more about each god, definitely worth having a read through because they are quite interesting. Then we move forward, we get more information about the Realm of Shadow, Ulgu, and the Hidden Gloaming. So the cosmos is filled with secrets and strange sub-realms. The most significant of their number is Ulg-Gaish, the Hidden Gloaming, prison of the chaos god Slaanesh. So, blazing Haish and shadowy Ulgu are forever linked together by an arcane bond. At the centre of this link is a secluded sub-realm in which the magic of enlightenment and truth meets that of deception and lies. This place is known as Ulg-Gaish and the Hidden Gloaming. It is a meeting place for the gods and a prison like no other. Only a trusted few know how to enter or leave the Hidden Gloaming. So, the Hidden Gloaming, obviously, as you can tell there, is a realm between realms. It is a kind of weird mixture of Haish and Ulgu, and it's hard to get in, hard to get out. And it is kind of essentially the perfect prison for a god. So even a god as powerful as Slaanesh, for instance, the Slaanesh god having disappeared after entering the mortal realms because it was trapped and imprisoned in good old the Hidden Gloaming and Ulg-Gaish, and yeah, that's how it goes. So pretty cool stuff, and a bit of information there for you, which is quite interesting to have a knowledge of as well. So pretty cool stuff. Moving forward though, we do get a page for our Loon boss. So obviously you can give them the character traits. They have a different kind of strength, they're a little bit weird and a bit more cunning than your Oryx. And you can also give it its name. However, I imagine we will generally generate a new name at some point, and we'll get a page for the Gloomspite Gits in the near future that will generate names and stuff like that. And you also get your tactics, obviously. How to build guide, it's a small sprue. It's going to be fairly simple, so not too bad. A few small fiddly bits because he is a smaller character, but otherwise when you're done, it's going to look pretty cool. I genuinely love the Loon boss. I think it's pretty nifty and such an interesting character as well. So really good stuff there. Then you got your paint guide. Obviously the paint guide is going to go with green because grots are green, apart from hobgrots generally. But it looks cool. So you get your Avalan Sunset, you got your Oricflesh, Wraithbone, Abaddon Black, Leadbelcher, Catachan Flesh, Mephiston Red, Corax White. It's a case of trial and error, having a good paint up, and kind of follow your kind of your heart, really. Follow your gut with it. Have a bit of fun, but enjoy it. It's going to be really, really good fun. Then we have our rules section. So the rules, obviously, we're going to get more and more advanced rules as we go on and go on and go on. So this is all to do with all your different turn sequences and your rounds. So obviously, every game generally has 5 rounds. Each round has 6 sequences. So whether it's your hero phase, movement phase, shooting phase, charge phase, combat phase, or battle shock phase. So everything is all to do with that. And not only that, you have to bring in command points. So command points you get during turns generally, and they allow you to do certain things, like for instance, use a command point to do a reroll and such like that. The same is with 40k. So 40k has exactly the same kind of rule set in a way. So you get command points for everything you do, and yeah, it changes, can sometimes help adjust the game and make it more fair, depending on how your rolls are. Then we get information on the other page more about the hero phase itself. So heroes and heroic actions. So heroic actions mainly come from the table below on there. And you definitely get certain abilities that are specific to specific races. So it will go through more of that as we go through, and yeah, it'd be quite interesting to have a read through, and if you don't know it, this is definitely for you. We also get the tutorial about heroic actions as well. So your heroic actions can be things like your leadership, willpower, and kind of improving much more. So their finest hour, so adding, you know, 1 rune to rolls, for instance, and such like that, or even helping them recover if they've been hit a bit and they need a little bit of recovery. You can utilize the heroic recovery. And then you get your command abilities, points, and much more listed on there as well. So, not bad at all. We get a good old Warscroll page for the Gloomspite Gits Loon Boss as well. So obviously, following his keywords, so you'll be utilising him along there. For Moon Clans, Heroes, he's a Loon Boss, Gloomspite Gits, and of course he is part of the Forces of Destruction. And then finally, we have our battle. So, our battle for this week, fairly easy, setting up in opposite corners and have a bit of fun with it. So you have a destruction and an order forces this time round. So this will be replayable if you wish to later on, so you can replay it with a bit more forces of destruction, a bit more forces of order when we get other forces from like the Hadron Overlords or the Sylvaneth and so on. But otherwise, really good stuff. And then finally, moving on, the last page, obviously, next week, issue 25 is our Azurite Fountain, and we also get a treasure chest, so a little bit of scenery. And obviously, issue 26, as you can see there, is paint. So we get Corn Red and we get Griffhound Orange. Both colours are used very often, so they are really handy to have, and you know, they can come in good use. So really good stuff there. 2 decent paints, in all honesty. But otherwise, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you sometime soon. Bye bye now.